you can still do it and still make money, Mom. You can make money from that job and come home, record little videos, go to sleep, do that, come home, record little videos, talk about your whole entire day and how you learn a bunch of life lessons, because out there you learn more life lessons than you do in here. Because you're just the same.
That's a very proven fact.
You're looking at the same 6 people. Why don't you go out there where there's a bunch of people who need help? Literally work out of school. All these children need help, and most likely not gonna help. It is.
You took my head off. Are you just going to just annihilate my body now? Because
she right.
It is.
She right, but one thing you learn in life, don't say little when you talk about people's dreams, because you might not notice the.
That's your mom right there.
She don't get it though.
No, I do know.
but your teacher, then you should have backtracked while you were like, my bad, I didn't mean little.
I didn't mean. I was trying to talk like that. I was just.
No, we're not attacking you. We're just correcting you.
I know, Mom.
What's good, y'all? LoneeAppleton. I am a healthy family advocate. Get to know me better on all social media platforms as the apple turns. If you enjoyed this segment, please click and watch the full video on YouTube today. And just know, these are the type of conversations we need to be having in order to orchestrate healing within ourselves, within our family, within our community, within our world. All right, sis, let's talk about vibrational frequencies. This is your bag, so I know you already know. Let's go ahead and collab and let the people know too. What's good, John LoneeAppleton? I am a healthy family advocate and an ascension master. Yes, my title has evolved. I'm out here teaching people how to ascend dimensions. Hey, I downloaded it. I can help you along your ascension journey by picking up your copy of What's the Best That Can Happen, as well as your merch at LoneeTaylorArt.com. Now look, obviously I grew up in this environment too. Actually, I didn't grow up in this environment. We did not vibe. Kids were not hanging around the adults. It was a complete separation. But while they was drinking and smoking and West Coasting in the basement, I'm sure the dozens was being played. And those of you who are unfamiliar with the dozens, that's just us getting on each other's heads for fun. Making fun of someone's insecurities for fun. Let's talk about vibrational frequencies. But before we get into the meat of it, let's start with the flesh. Now, when I say the flesh, I mean the meat suit that we wear, our physical incarnation. We understand that our physical incarnation is solid. This is science and scientific. Go ahead and pick up a scientific book if you need the background of this. I only know what I have downloaded and heard over the years and make no sense at all when I heard it. But dang it, when I received this last little tweak of the code, makes perfect sense. What I'm saying is we're all energy. We are all energy transform. My words that I'm speaking is a form of energy. The fact that you can see me is I am a vibrational frequency that is at such a rate that I have become solid. Humans are just solid energy. This book that you could buy at LoneeTaylorArt.com is just solid energy. And we think just because we can see it with our eyes, that makes it real. But we have to understand, guess what? If you can hear my voice with your ears, my words don't have any solid form, but you still receive it, correct? Because my words are another form of vibrational frequency. Now let's talk about the being aspect of us. We talked about the human aspect of us. Let's talk about the being aspect of us. Our being is our soul. It's our spirit cells. It's the non-tangible, non-observable aspects of us. Many of us and all of us within this community understand that we are duality. We are human and we are being. If you don't pick up the book. If you do pick up the book. And understanding that about ourselves, we have to understand if we accept that we are a physical being because we can see it, and we expect that we are a spiritual being because we know there's more to us that we don't understand but we know is there, we have to understand if we are physical because we are energy and we were vibrating at a certain frequency, we must understand that if we are also spirit, that's there too. It's just vibrating at a frequency that we cannot see with our eyes. Now the point of the video. Yes, my family was a vibe. The way that we spoke to each other, the way that we kicked it, we just was having a good time. It felt real good to our flesh. We knew each other's intentions, therefore there was no problem with you saying, oh, big-lipped ass nigga. Why? Because I do have big lips, and I know you're just joking. Now, okay, I'm gonna call you a big nose, breathing up all the white man's air, looking ass nigga, and then we're gonna laugh about it. But if we think about vibrational frequencies, if we think about lower vibrational behaviors, and if we think about lower vibrational words, because everything is energy vibration, what are some of the words that we can say to each other that are high vibrational? And what are some of the words that we can say to each other that are low vibrational? And as we feed those words into each other, which aspects of ourselves are they feeding? Yes, the laughing and the joking and all of that jovialness is feeding your soul, and it is high vibrational. But what is your soul feeding on? Lower vibrational feelings. referring to my 3-year-old as referring to my son as a bastard, talking about other people, the have and the have-nots. That is lower vibrational, which means I am feeding and feasting off of lower vibrational energy. That is not feeding my soul. So no, in the physical world, nothing wrong with that video. But now that we understand vibration and the fact that we want to vibrate at our highest possible frequency, we need to make sure the words that are coming out of our mouths are higher vibrational words, are uplifting words, because not only are they going to raise our vibration by speaking them, but it's going to raise the vibration of the recipient because they receive them. And that's why that video is problematic. Can I just say this understanding that there's a hierarchy and there's a student and a teacher is the reason why you will never be a full teacher. Well, not you specifically. You, behind you, them. Something that I recently came to understand is there's no such thing as a student-teacher dynamic in the way that we understand it to be. The reality of it is we are all students and we are all teachers. And we all find each other at the time that what you have to teach is something that I have to learn, and what I have to teach is something that you have to learn. And please understand, what I have to teach may not be what you have to teach, but we're always learning from each other. It's the law of giving and receiving. What I have to give isn't necessarily what I need to receive, but what you have to give is what I need to receive, therefore I give. And that's why you need to be very intentional with the people that you surround yourself with, because there are a lot of people who have nothing to give but seek to receive. So now you begin to understand the infinite dynamic of a student-teacher frequency. You understand that no one knows more than you, they just know different. And if you understand someone who you value has value, they would not spend time with you if they didn't see your value. So please refrain from diminishing your value simply because you have less years or experience. Please don't believe that your understanding is any more or any less than someone just because they got a head start. Please understand, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. That person had to start when they started in order to be prepared for you now that you're ready. I just overheard someone say, don't worry, I'm never going to surpass you because there's always something that I could learn. And that triggered a thought in my head to think, well, that's the problem. First, we must understand that the student-teacher ascension-master relationship is temporary. Stop trying to make your teacher one of your little friends. Most people who identify themselves as mentors or teachers tend to hold on to the secret sauce. Why? Because I'm going to give you everything, but I'm not going to give you everything. I'm not going to give you what I feel makes me unique and special. But the truth is, if you are truly moving within your purpose, if you don't know what your purpose is, you can definitely pick up my book, What's the Best That Can Happen? The very last chapter tells you exactly what your purpose is. But your purpose is to soak up this game right now. Their unwillingness to give you the secret sauce is truly them moving in lack and scarce mentality, because there's only room for one. The spirit of competition is founded in scarcity and lack. I cannot give you the secret sauce because I am not moving in my divinity. I just got lucky. And why would I give you the keys that I have used to unlock the door to be on top so that now you can surpass me? But if you're moving in divinity, no one can do you better. And we even transfer this ideology into our homes. We are raising our children to either replicate us or be beneath us. Very few of us are fostering a spirit of excellence within our homes. Setting our legacy up for failure. Ain't even know it. There are a lot of us who do not take pride in seeing our children surpass us because it's a reflection of our insecurities. You should do some shadow work healing. We have to understand that the secret sauce isn't something that you picked up in a book, isn't something that you saw in a video. The secret sauce is now you have tapped into your divinity and you have internalized and processed something and made it your own and blossomed it into something beautiful. It is not that you are transferring book knowledge. As a teacher, you are transferring the ability to understand. This book, What's the Best That Can Happen, is my shadow work, my healing journey. This is the book that I detailed how I taught myself how to ascend dimensions. I wrote this book as a guidebook for you so that you can now read this book, internalize it, create understanding, and now apply it to your life. And that is the secret sauce. And I want you to surpass me. Because collective mindset says, if you win, I win, we win together. Collective mindset says, if I sow a seed into you, that's automatically sowing a seed into me. That is the true way that you replicate yourself. Not operating in fear that I will teach you my method so well that you will surpass me. We have to understand that there's enough space for all of us to succeed on whatever we feel our divinity in this lifetime is. So if you call yourself a teacher, if you call yourself a mentor, but you are not transferring everything, if you are not transferring the methodology that you use to tap into your divinity. Please stop calling yourself a mentor. Please stop calling yourself a teacher, because you, my friend, are a regurgitator. I'm gonna give you just enough to make my ego feel good, but not enough to succeed. And if y'all want the real secret sauce about aligning with the teacher, do they only know because they know? Or do they know because of divine purpose alignment and they know? You need to understand that you can never surpass this teacher, but you will always surpass this teacher, and they know that. Seek a teacher or mentor whose divinity is not threatened by yours, and that's the secret sauce. You're welcome.